Oh, we're live. Oh, we got to stare at each other for a bit. Hang on. Yeah, so we're live. If you're watching us after the fact, we're going to be quiet for a bit because of the delay.
Can you hear my child singing the ABCs in the background?
Perfect. We don't even need channel music. Okay, we're probably good now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another virtual write-in. It is the third one? Yeah, the third one since we started our September writing event. Misty Kate said have done even less than last week, and I think that probably resonates with a lot of us. I know it resonates with me. So I'm going to do at the top and probably at the end as well, just a quick reminder. So we have 2 more write-ins in this event, so next week and the week after that. And then it's the first week in October, and it's going to be chapters 3 and 4 of our Writing Craft Book Club discussion. So we are going to be talking about chapters 3 and 4 of The Emotional Craft of Fiction. It's about 50 pages, I think. So if you have forgotten that this exists and that we're doing this, now would be a good time to pick it up and start reading chapters 3 and 4 for our chat on October 6th on this one. And yeah, but today we're going to be writing. So what's everyone working on tonight? / how have your goals been going for the month?
So I've
good.
So I have 2 things I've kind of been working, hoping to revise this month. So one of them I finished this afternoon, so I get to send that back to my agents.
Yay!
I realistically will probably mostly be sending emails tonight. And then can move on to the other thing, the thing Megan and I are working on. So.
Yay!
Well, congrats. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've done nothing since the first write-in. So.
Hell yeah.
I finished chapter 21, so I'm working on chapter 22. So I have planned to try and get 4 chapters written during this event, so I'm a quarter of the way there.
Nice. I've done how many? I don't know, like 5 full chapters. It got tricky because I started bouncing around, and so I've made other progress, but not this week. Very small progress this week. I'm tired today, so I'm going to try and do some work on it. I might just chill. It's also the Silmarillion's birthday, and I started reading it a few days ago, so I'm that far in. So I might just read some of that. We'll see. Let us know in the chat what you're working on, how it's going, what you're hoping to accomplish tonight, if not for the whole month. Let's dive right into a warm-up. Let's do a 10-minute warm-up, kind of ease into things. So we'll check back in at the 20. And in the meantime, part of your warm-up, let us know what you're working on in chat. second time. How's everyone feeling after that warm up?
Slow to start.
I sent my email, so
Oh, good
Nice.
job.
mission accomplished. First mission accomplished.
Hey,
Harder mission yet to come.
Hey, Kaylin.
Hi, Kaylin.
Hey, I didn't want to unmute until I caught my breath because I just ran to get a drink.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
All good. Yeah, I got 0 words. I only just joined.
nice.
But you got a drink.
I did get a drink. The best drink
Crucial part
ever.
of the process.
Dr. Pepper, not a sponsor.
It went better than I thought it would for me. I kind of like rage quit what I was working on last Sunday because it wasn't working the way I wanted it to. So I expected it to be really bad again today, but I was able to work on it a little bit. So
Good.
that's something. See, Carrie got a whole 39 words. Nice. Nicole got 192. Belle drew a pretty diagram. So scribbled I may never be able to read it. Perfect. Andrew's also here and said, hello, let's not talk about what I accomplished this week. We won't. But it's about the same for all of us. So. Oh. All right, well, I think let's dive right into another sprint. And then we can take a slightly bigger break before the final one of the night. But let's just keep this party going. So let's do a 15-minute sprint, and we'll start it right now. And time. All right. As people are coming out of that sprint, just going to do a mid-reel reminder. I said this at the top of the chat, but we've got coming up in a few weeks the next installment in our Writing Craft Book Club Pick, the Emotional Craft of Fiction series. We're going to be talking about chapters 3 and 4, which is about 50 pages. So if you've forgotten that you were participating in this, if you were participating in it, don't forget. It's a good time to start reading again. And if you didn't know we were doing this, we're only just now doing chapters 3 and 4. So you've got plenty of time. You can also skip 1 and 2 if you want. It's pretty intro-y for 1 and 2. You can also skip ahead, and we'll be talking about 3 and 4. All right, let us know how you did in the discussion section. For me that time, I just did some reading. Took a little break, did some reading. How about you all?
26 words, but I think they're words I'm going to keep. So
Nice.
Yeah, I got 30, but I'm editing like a second draft, so I'll call it a win.
We've got Nicole wrote 263 words, and Erin wrote 50 words and ate a bunch of cheese. So big wins all around. I wish I had eaten a bunch of cheese during that sprint. So new goal. New September goal, actually.
Cheese eating goals.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to expand my cheese knowledge because I've just recently became super obsessed with blue cheese. So now I'm like, I want to try all of the cheeses.
Yes. We've got Carrie did 140 words and some research. Nice job. All right, I'm going to pull up. I want to give us a small break before we do our last sprint of the night. So I've got this list of questions. They're like discussion prompting questions that we just keep in a document for write-ins or if we want to pick something to talk about. So I've selected one at random, and it is, if you could choose any book to get a screen adaptation, which would you choose? Any book.
Screen adaptation.
Yeah.
Look at the draw screen adaptation.
Good one. We'll say good. Optimism.
Optimism.
So while you all are thinking, I'll repeat the question again so people can let us know in the discussion section as well. If you could choose any book to get a good screen adaptation, which book would you choose?
I like the good qualifier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kyra.
Yeah, sometimes a bad one is worse than no adaptation at all.
And my answer is different. There are books I want to get a bad adaptation, but I won't say them on live.
But it actually brings me to my answer that I would love a good adaptation of Ella Enchanted.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
I have a book in mind. I can't remember what it's called though, so I'm scouring my Goodreads right now.
Yeah, I'm like staring at my bookshelf trying to decide.
I don't know if anyone else has ever read The Historian by Elizabeth Kostova, but I feel like that could be a really cool adaptation. And vampires are back. No time like the present.
From the dead.
It's been so long since I've read it, and I don't know if they've already adapted it. But have they adapted the Redwall series?
I don't think so.
There was an animated TV show
Okay,
once upon a time.
gotcha.
But that's the only way you can do it is animated.
It was, I don't remember if it was good, but like that would be a really good animation.
Yeah, I think so.
Shocking revelation from Aaron, Gideon the Ninth. Mine probably hands down would be like Six of Crows, but there is like an adaptation of that is good, even if got cancel a little prematurely.
Mhm. Oh, I would love to see an adaptation of The September House.
Oh yeah.
That would be really fun.
Although
Everyone
I'd probably be
agrees.
too scared to watch it.
There was a rom-com that I read last year called You Deserve Each Other. And I think the banter in that was like super on point, and I think it would portray really well in like a good movie. But if I'm going with my heart, I'm going to go, it's not technically a book, but I heard that Netflix is supposed to do a live action My Hero Academia, and I am terrified. Petrified of it being bad.
What's the one they're doing right now? People like that one, right? They're doing a big anime live action. Right
They did One Piece, so I haven't
Piece.
watched One Piece. I haven't read the manga or watched the anime, but I heard they did a really good job. So I'm hopeful, but I'm pretty sure all the characters in One Piece are like full on human, and there's some really weird characters in My Hero that like I just don't know how it's going to portray in like real world scenario. So we'll see how much they keep in.
Legendborn could probably make a good film.
Ooh, like
the Legendborn series. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or like I'm trying to think of like, not that I don't enjoy like adaptations of like more contemporary things, but just like it's really cool to see like really good visual like fantasy, I think. So I'm just trying to think of like what are some of the really pretty the Gilded Wolves by Roshni Chokshi, I think would make like a stunning adaptation.
Oh, but speaking of contemporaries, I would love just a sister trilogy of rom-coms for the Brown sisters.
Yes.
I would watch that like once a month. I swear.
100%.
Comfort movie, yeah.
Yeah.
Nicole said any of the other books in the Practical Magic series.
Ooh.
I need to read. I've never read any of them, just in the movie.
Now that I think about it, I would love to see some like romance series get like the Laura Jean treatment, because those were like cute and well done, but also like visually but like very cute, even if they were contemporary.
Mm-hmm.
And The Summer I Turned Pretty has been really well made too.
I haven't watched that one.
And Heartstopper.
It was good.
Heartstopper.
Speaking of adaptations, has anyone seen Uglies yet?
No.
I've been hearing so many mixed things.
I'm so
I
nervous.
have no expectations. So
A very formative series for me, so I don't know if I can do it.
Everything I've seen is also very like they either love it or hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we've got a comment from Andrew that says, this is a little off topic. So did anyone have any other last minute adaptations they wanted to add? Okay. So Andrew said, I've been struggling to get immersed in the world of my old projects so I can work on them. The world and the characters feel a little like ghosts. That's not a question, but help.
Yeah,
I think that's,
if you take
that's
a
like
longer
the
break,
toughest
it can
part.
be hard. Yeah.
Yeah. Like for me, like I tie music in like with a lot of like my like book ideas and like the ideas that I'm running with. So like I'll keep like privated playlists on Spotify. That way if I ever go back to a project, I just kind of like listen to that playlist first, and it kind of gets me back in like that mind frame so that I can go back and read the stuff that I had already written and kind of re-immerse myself in it that way. But without music, it's really, really hard.
Or like Pinterest boards, if you created them prior to drafting, could be a place that you revisit.
I guess.
Or even creating one, like if you hadn't had one previously. Like I feel like the idea of like going in, read a little bit of what you've written already, and then try to create that board, like look up things that you think might inspire you, might help reignite that too.
I think for me, a question I have about this is like, why are you going back to them? Like, if you've taken such a break, what is making you go back to them? What did you like about them? I think especially when there's been a long break, I know for me personally, my inclination is to be like, well, I got to keep all this stuff. I did all that work. I got to keep this. But, you know, a lot of time passes, and sometimes maybe you need to like let the ghosts move on. Maybe there's something about it that you are going back to, that like that's the heart of it, and you can kind of peel away the rest of it and find things that are more exciting and make you want to get more immersed in it again. And that could be so unhelpful if that's not like how you're feeling. So please feel free to throw that advice out if that doesn't work for you. But I do think it's useful to like, why are you going back? What's the heart of the reason why you are working on it again? And see if you can reinvigorate it rather than just trying to put your head back into where it was when you came up with it the first time.
Yeah, I think I was going to say something kind of similar in that, like, yeah, give yourself a chance to kind of fall in love with it again. If you have your playlists or whatever, your mood boards, your like hype people, like, you know, can you talk to your writing group friends about it and, you know, get them excited to get you excited or whatever. But like, if it's getting to a point where it just feels really forced, like, it's okay. Like to, you know, just say, hey, time has passed and this isn't like the thing anymore, even if it was like the thing I was really excited to work on months ago.
Yeah. Or just to even just like cut parts of it that aren't serving you now. I don't know if that was helpful. Nicole had a good idea. What if you added a new character who has to be introduced to and get to know each of these characters, allowing you to get to know them again too while still writing?
Yeah, I think doing exercises like that could be a fun way of getting back into it. Like imagining if your characters are playing Uno, like regardless of if Uno is in your world that you're writing, like who would do what reaction? How would they play?
All right. I think that is a good segue back into doing one more sprint. Let's do another 15-minute sprint. Try to end the evening strong, and we will check back in at about 5 after the hour. And that's time. How'd that one go for everyone?
I wrote out like one bullet point on the email the other email, thought I'm tired of this, and got on Pinterest.
Nice.
I wrote 100. Oh, go ahead.
No, that's okay. I was just gonna say I got 123 words.
I got almost the same, 132.
There you go.
Ah. I got through like 2/3 of a chapter
Nice.
of revisions, not of reading.
I was browsing online shopping, so I didn't do anything.
Nice. Joe Kaplan said I wrote multiple words and they were all different words. Success.
Andrew, that premise reminds me of a book that I think might be Isabella Allende wrote, and I think maybe Megan, you talked about it, where she's haunted by her unfinished manuscript.
Yes. What was that book called?
I haven't read it yet.
I really enjoyed it. I read it earlier this year. Pulling it up now. Something of Untold Stories, I think.
That
The
sounds
Cemetery of Untold Stories by Julia Alvarez.
Oh, Alvarez. Okay. There we go.
It was less of like a proper like haunting, and like there was a lot of cool stuff going. I really enjoyed it. Definitely recommend. We've got Nicole got 416. Belle did some feedback on a friend's piece, Nothing of My Own. Carrie got their jammies on and made some chamomile tea. Nice. Welcome. I saw there was a comment up higher. Where was it? Oh yeah, Toy Too Much said, "Love this live. It's so perfect for me." Thank you, ladies. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
We're doing these every week in September, and then when it's not September, we do them every other week. So get a lot of those here. All right. Well, I don't know about you all, but I'm tired. So I think we're going to wrap this one up pretty quickly this evening, right just after the hour. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. Definitely keep letting us know throughout the week how things are going. We will be back here, same time, 8 Eastern, next week for another write-in. One last reminder, if you're doing the Emotional Craft of Fiction book club with us, you've got until October the 6th to read chapters 3 and 4. I'll remind everyone again in a couple weeks, but I wanted to make sure I gave people like a 3-week warning. So yeah, thanks so much for being here, everyone. I hope you have an amazing week, and we'll talk to you next time.